Hello, my boys, my ladies, my women, and my men. I want you to watch. Okay, so to put some context into why I put that in there, and it might be a little bit boring. I am sorry. My voice is not always that pleasant to say in a freaking article kind of saying, but to satisfy your carnal desires, I want you to do this. I want you to go to the community tab post. I want you to click on that video. Now, the video is a radon video. It explains some details of radon and what it does. Please watch it. Please to God, watch it. Why? And I'll explain it now. I will also put it in the comment down below of this video because, number one, it's good for people to understand what radon can do for other individuals. Like, radon's all around us. Like, it's everywhere. It's every single place in this world. So we have to know what it does. Number two, if I win the fucking contest, I get money. I get money. If I get the most views on that shit, I get money. I get $100. You know what that $100 can do for me? I can buy an actual mic, and this is not going to be a bad piece of shit anymore. And I actually can post videos with good microphones. Gangster, right? We're pimping out. But I need everyone. I need everyone on this shit. Everyone we can get. I need all of you guys. I will be posting all day. I need you to comment, like, and I know people don't do stuff for nothing. People don't do stuff for nothing. So, if we get at least, and I'm not saying I want at least 300 views on that video. I want 300 fucking views on that video. Please to God. 300 views on that video. 300 views. If we get 300 views on that video, on that radon video, I'll do anything. I'll do anything on a what if. I'll do anything. And when I mean anything, I mean anything. Anything. There's no limitations. Who you decide, and I will. And if you want me to explain more, I'll do high school DxD. I'm pushing it now. Okay, you guys, my men, my women, my children, the fucking gods amongst men. You guys can do anything you put your minds to, and I know you can do this for me and for my partner in crime, Black Steel Dragon. Also subscribe to his channel. He does some interesting content. Also fucking comment down in his videos to do his goddamn job. But we're going to start the what if of what if Percy Jackson was trained by Persephone and Hades, part 4? I think part 4. Last time we left off, we talked about the entire event going on with it, explaining how the fight with the cabins and the hunters went down, and how Percy won capture the flags for the cabins, but as well as the oracle came down and told us 5 things in particular. Number 1, that the father of one of the adventurers will be the one person who almost destroys it. Number 2, they go into a sandy desert, and one of them will sacrifice almost everything for the team. Number 3, that the adventure will start where the story ended last time. Number 4, that there will be 5 adventurers that are going on this quest. And number 5, that they will lose the one. They will lose the one that was made from water. I don't know if I said all of that, but that's the main idea of it, okay? I'm sorry if I didn't say all of that. I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. My bad, not my bad, but who cares? And this is where we're going to start the video. Now, they instantly go into a cabin meeting with the hunters, with every single one of the cabins, and Percy, because he is the only person in cabin 11. God damn it! What? Why did I forget the Poseidon cabin? As everyone's sitting down and everyone's waiting, as the hunters are like, they're like saying that we need to go now, and Percy's like, stop it. This is no order of yours. You have to understand this. This summons is for all of us. It said 5, and I know there's gonna be 3 campers and 2 hunters. It said 5. 3 cabin from one of us and 2 hunters. Now, I vote that I stay here. And this is the reason why Percy says this. He heard the voice that says that one of them will sacrifice anything for the quest. And he knows it's him. It's him. It will be him. The one that will sacrifice it, the thing that he loves the most, it will be him. Because he is built for sacrifice. He was built to train and built to win almost in a sense. So he was already going to this point. So he knew it would be him. As Talia, I called her Annabeth beforehand. I am sorry for that. Talia's like, no, I want Percy on this mission. I want Luke on this mission. As Nightshade, Zoe was like, denied. We cannot have 2 men on this group of team. It's like what do you even mean? He said, I want, and he names off the biggest fucking hunter you've ever seen, and Nico D'Angelo's sister, as she's almost surprised, like, holy shit, what? Like, as she's like, I want her on the group because she can listen and she can do things. I want the rest to stay here to protect it. As Talia is kind of almost like standing up at this point, like, no, Luke is the better as the tracker. Percy is the best fighter I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like, Luke's like, what the fuck, bro? It's like no, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, we need them on the team, and it said, the Oracle said, and we follow the Oracle to the T if we can. 2 hunters, 3 cabins, 3 from Camp Half-Blood. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You have to decide between those 2. As Percy's like, Percy looks up and just says, it wouldn't be better if we get if Grover went? As Talia looks at him, and Talia's weird. Like, Talia looks at him like, what the fuck did you just say? It's like, he's a tracker. We're trying to track a nature spirit. We're trying to track the Lady of the Hunt, and also Annabeth. As this breaks his heart that he cannot go to Annabeth and cannot save her. But this is the best we can do, because what would be worse? Annabeth getting saved by them and Percy dying, or Percy trying to save her and Percy dying and not coming to the end? As Talia says, that's smart. I listen to Percy. We go with Grover. As Zoe says, then we go with my 3 then too. That's not gonna. It's like, we better have more than less. Why would we listen to an oracle that's always proven to be wrong when we could be smart and we can get 3 and 3, 3 groups of 3? As Talia almost looks down in this sense, like she's done with arguing. She's done with this know-it-all person yelling. He said, okay, fine, but if something happens to your hunters, that's not our fault. As Zoe says, fine, let's go in the morning then. As uh, Percy almost stands up in this kind of brutal kind of action of like pain, as something like hurts, as no one sees it but Nico. As Nico also stands up, as the rest moves out, as like some of them are talking, trying to like explain it, but Nico walks up to Percy and almost grabs his hand, and he says, "You hurt, don't you?" As Percy says, as you see that tears are coming down Percy's eyes, and he doesn't know what these are. He says, "What are these?" He says, "You're crying." As Percy kind of runs, like not runs away, but walks away clearly to the river, trying to hide. In a sense, he stands by the river crying because he knows he couldn't do anything. He tries to save. He tries to save anyone he possibly can, even freaking Nico's sister that abandoned Nico. He tried. He's not sad because he couldn't do anything. He's sad because he let it go. And Nico's standing right beside him and asks him a simple question: would you like to go on that quest? And Percy says, of course I would love to go, but he says, why don't you go then? Didn't you hear what Zoe said? Better more than less, right? As Percy almost looks at Nico and just says, but, better more than less. As day kind of comes into night, as Percy's still sitting on the beach, nothing brave enough to attack it at this point. As the water is clear, as you hear a voice. Not like a gruffled voice, but a voice nonetheless. And he looks up and he sees Hades. As Hades sits down right beside him on the beach and taps him on the shoulder a little bit. And he smiles like, shouldn't you be down in the underworld? And he says, so I can't talk to my son for a little bit of time? You mean one of your many? So you found Nico. Good. That was my plan anyway. Yes, I know. You don't have to say it. I know you wanted her to come with Nico too, and me to pick them both up, but she made her decision, and I have to stand by it. I know. You need to go on this quest. Does the god of like Nico said the same stuff to me, is that Nico's correct. Go on the quest. What would happen? I can't tell you. Do you know? Yes. How bad? Very. How about if I don't go? Massive. Death. Death. You can sense it, can't you? It smells. Not good this time, though. Bad death. Something I would not want to cause, but I can't decide that. As he points at Percy's chest, and he says, you can, though. You can fix this. Do you remember what Chiron said first time you ever came to this place? First quest. Gods can't decide the fate, but heroes, if they're brave enough, or in the case, stupid enough, they can. Yes. I can't defy the fates. I'm a god. I'm ruled by them. But you? You can grab the string of it and weave it to something new. As the day starts, you see the sun starts to rise a little bit as Percy grabs the shoulder of Hades, his father, picks himself up and he says, you know what? And puts his, grabs his necklace, puts it over his shirt, and grabs his pen, like sees that he has it. You're right. As he rushes out, grabs his, what he calls his running bag, and he puts it around his shoulder and says, Nico. Nico wakes up. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. He says, like, what do you, I'm going on the quest. He's like, of course you are. I know you are. You're my big brother. He's like, you take care of the cabin. If anyone asks where I went, just say I ran off into the forest or something like that. I was doing heavy training or something. I went back to the underworld. Do anything but say what I actually go. As he busts down the door and he shuts it and he starts running. He runs not to the edge of the cabin or the edge of the of Camp Half-Blood. He runs where the animals are, particularly the horses. He runs and he finds Blackjack. As everyone's like, Master, Master, as Blackjack says, Master, you need something. As he sees the way that he's holding, as he opens the gate and says, Blackjack, we're going on a quest. As he hears a car start up, as he says, Blackjack, do you think you can keep up? As Blackjack looks up at him, almost in a sense, and kind of like, the fuck you talking about, bitch? Of course I can keep up. And blast off. And he starts flying like hell to keep up with the car itself, as the car is like ramping off to the side as he keeps up with the car itself, as Percy's right now looking down on it, realizing that he did this. He's now on his way as he lands on a building, as he feels vines creep around him, as he sees Mr. D. Not really flying, but kind of just standing, looking down, saying, how did I know you would do this, Percy Jackson? As this is where we're going to end off the video. I hope you guys like it. Remember, watch that Radeon video. I'm telling you, if you do, and it gets up to 300 views, I will make and I will, if you want me to, I will explain the sex scenes if we go to that far. I will do anything you comment on anything. I will get this to everyone you can. Make everyone understand this. This is the, like, I'm telling you this now. And I'm going to put this on a comment post too. So make it to 300 views and I will do anything. But I'll see you guys out later. Peace.